The motoring world is filled with icons, and some are even more iconic than others. The 7-slatted vertical grille tells you, of course, it's a Jeep. But not just any Jeep, because this is the Wrangler. This is where Jeep started, and you'll see inside the vehicle, they very proudly proclaimed since 1941, when the first military Jeeps were designed on a very similar shape and basis to the vehicle we've got here right now. This is the Wrangler Sahara Unlimited, the diesel version. So it's got a 2.8 litre diesel engine, puts out 147 kilowatts, massive 460 Newton meters of torque. That's what really counts on a vehicle like this. You can see the massive wheels and tires you've got on here. These Bridgestones, they are big, aren't they? The ground clearance, everything else. The very big, substantial side step running board over here. It smells and speaks and just exudes the toughness that you expect from a proper dinkum Jeep, of course. You come round to the back over here, you got your big spare wheel on the back door, which not that commonly opens sideways over there. And you lift up the glass piece over here as well. And I come to one of my complaints about this vehicle. I have to say to you, this structure over here, which is very big, heavy and substantial, is there because you can, with a lot of effort, remove the roof sections of this vehicle. I haven't done it. And then this is your, shall we call it, soft top. But what it does do, unfortunately, in everyday use is it compromises your access to your luggage space. You've got plenty of space, but it is pretty compromised and it's a little bit awkward. But it's one of these things you live with if you're living with a Jeep, if you want an icon and you want a vehicle that is so capable off-road as well. Let's check out inside. Inside the Jeep Wrangler, it's a mixture of luxury and of course the urban and the toughness and the strength and things like that. You've got your multifunction steering wheel with limited functionality, but what more do you need? You've got the touch screen over here, which maybe I can call slightly old school still. You can see your settings over here, etc. So you've got various settings, etc. But it's not, I would say, the most incredible over here as well, but it certainly fills the purposes you need. You come down very unusually to your electric window controls over here for all 4 windows. Just unusual. And of course, Jeep legends all over the place. I've got to just point out, you've got the Jeep and the rounded air vents over here with Jeep legend on them. You've got the grab handle for the passenger over here, which can be crucial, obviously, off-road with the legend since 1941. So there are these little touches everywhere. You come down over here to, again, an older school, but nice, tough, very smooth operating 5-speed automatic gearbox. And this over here, of course, is the crucial. Now, again, this is a Jeep. So it's not a little knob that you turn on the fly, as they call it, to move 2 high, 4 low. It's not one of those, but it certainly does work, but it takes a bit of a heft. But then again, it does have another use as well that I've discovered for it, is when I'm just doing urban driving in 2 high, it's the perfect hat stand for me that I haven't found in any other vehicle since I've been testing vehicles. But being a bit more serious right now, you've got nice storage space, you've got a big armrest over here, you've got plenty space for 3 in the back, and you've got all those features. And as I mentioned earlier, you can, with effort, remove sections of the roof as you go along. Capable off-road? Absolutely, of course. On-road, urban driving, normal driving, well, it's pretty comfortable, I have to tell you. It's nice to drive, it handles traffic very well, and just as an overall, yes, I didn't think I would be able to say this to you, but quite honestly, I think I could live with this as an everyday vehicle if I wanted. Of course, the diesel version giving you far better fuel economy, because that would come into it as well. Overall, a Jeep is a Jeep, and there are not that many competitors. And sadly, we're not sure how long this shape is going to last because of legislation with safety, they've developed it as far as they can on those and things like that. So sadly, I don't know, but I just hope that when they do bring out the replacement for the Wrangler, it'll still be true to the Wrangler and the Wrangler reputation, the Wrangler styling. I really do hope that. This particular version is the most expensive in the range, comes in at $775,900. I don't know how to compare it, because until the new Land Rover Defender comes along, Land Rover don't quite have a vehicle in exactly the same class as this. There are, of course, you can look at Toyota Land Cruisers, but they're not quite the same either. So it's very difficult to compare. I think if you want a Jeep, you want a Jeep. If you want to go off-road and know it can do anything you want off-road, well, this can do it for you. It's one of those kind of vehicles. You either love it or you don't. I happen to. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you next time.